All right, good. So thank you again, everyone, for coming to the call. I see all the people showed up today in numbers. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience. A lot of stuff has been worked on behind the
We
scenes.
can hear.
You can't hear. I can hear you loud and clear.
We can all hear you.
Yeah, we can
I
hear
see, I
you.
hear you.
Okay, thank you. Good. All right. So yeah, again, so thank you for your patience. I'm gonna keep it real short so Marcus come on and explain what's going on because he's been humping, going crazy, back and forth. But as we mentioned before, everything is all good. We're here. We're not going anywhere. We're here to stay, and we're building stronger and stronger. So, Marcus, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing and bring everyone up to speed as to what's going on coin wise and layout. So everyone, by the way, should try to take some notes because there's a lot happening. I don't know how much detail Marcus was getting into today, but try to grab a pen and take some notes so that you can understand. And then we'll probably do another call here real shortly, probably day after tomorrow, something like that. All right. But as I mentioned today, as I mentioned before, ASL tokens are coming to the end. So Marcus, go ahead and bring everyone up to speed.
Okay, great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, awesome. So I want to get on the call. First of all, thank everybody for coming on the call. Thank you for your patience. Thank you everyone for participating in humanity token offering, ASL, all the above. We're very excited. Again, we've been doing a lot of things and took a lot of work to kind of get where we wanted to get, which is we're exactly where we want to be right now. I'll explain that in a second. Obviously, you all know you've seen everything that's happened in crypto. You've seen FTX crash. You've seen the Silverbank crash. You've seen all these other things crash and crypto come down. But that is a very natural progression. We fully expected it. Just like the internet grew in waves. It was the first wave, a second wave, and then the big boom and the big crash, and then it took off. And now everybody in the world is on the internet. Blockchain and every other technology is no different. So we had to go through the first wave, second wave, and now, this crash, but it's about to take off. I can tell you from my standpoint, 3 years ago, every crypto idea I heard, every crypto company I heard was bad. I just knew from being in 25 years of creating business, starting businesses, raising capital for businesses, taking companies public on the stock exchange. I just knew that what was said was not going to work. A year ago, you start hearing good ideas. Now you hear very good ideas. So the best companies in crypto, the best coins, the best things, most people haven't heard about yet. They're coming now. They're coming right now. So with that being said, I'm excited about where we at. We're about to really be active, be live starting next week. I have a official speech at the Abrahamic Business Circle here. It's a very high level business gathering from people around the world. And we want to use that to announce our next phase. But I'm giving you guys heads up now and telling you a little bit, but we're going to use it to announce our next phase. I'll be speaking on Tuesday and Wednesday. And from there, we should be running full speed. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of heads up. And the biggest reason I wanted to give you a heads up is that we're closing down the sales of ASL. And so as Sunday at midnight, West Coast time, after that, you will not be, or nobody will be able to buy ASL again. We're shutting down the sales of ASL. I'll explain why in a second. But this is the last opportunity to buy ASL. whether you go onto the app and buy it or buy it otherwise, make arrangements how we used to. But this is the
Marcus, you're muted.
Sound is gone.
still the call.
You back. You're back.
Okay, because somebody was trying to call me. So okay, can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, super. So very excited about what's going on. We're stopping. I don't know how far back I got cut off, but we're stopping the sale of ASL. ASL on Sunday at midnight, West Coast time. We're stopping the sale of ASL. And the reason is we've been talking about for a long time, but we're about to launch our main coins now. So we're starting with our coin. You've all heard of, we're gonna have a coin of 61 million coins max supply. This is the coin that we believe is going to challenge Bitcoin for the top crypto coin out there. And we have a lot of good reasons to believe that, and many things you're going to hear about in the next week, 2 weeks, as we start making announcements about our coin. But the biggest thing about this coin, 61 million max supply, is that we will never sell it. You can't buy it. So the only way you can get it, the only way you can get this coin is that you own one of the NFTs. You own one or more of the NFTs that we're going to be distributing to 300,000 Africans. Everyone understands that. Or that you previously held, you previously owned, purchased the humanity token, or you purchased the ASL token. These are the only people who can get the token. And this is why this period has been so important for people who bought humanity or who bought ASL. The only people we will not sell the token, there will be no token offering, there will be no way to buy the token from the company at all. The only way to get the token is that you're either one of the NFT holders, or you hold humanity token today, or you hold ASL token today as of midnight on Sunday. And so everybody on this phone call is obviously already in. Anybody else, if you don't hold the token, there's no way to get the token except you have to buy the token in the secondary market. And you have to buy it at whatever the market price is. Just to explain, if you go back to the beginning of Bitcoin, Bitcoin was never sold by the company or the founders of Bitcoin. They never sold Bitcoin. They created Bitcoin, Bitcoin was mined, and then whoever mined Bitcoin could sell it in a secondary market. But there was never an ICO for Bitcoin. There was never an initial offering. There was never an offering by the founders of Bitcoin to Bitcoin. Our token that's launching is the same way. The company can't, not only will it never selling, it can't sell any. There's none for it to sell. All the tokens have been accounted for and distributed, and only, again, the owners of the NFTs in Africa, and the owners of humanity tokens, and the owners of ASL tokens are the only people who will ever have an opportunity to get this coin natively. Everybody else will have to buy it in the secondary market. So let me talk about that quickly. The coins will be distributed over a 1,000-day period. So all the coins.
You muted again, Marcus.
No, not muted. Somebody just called in, that's all.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Okay, super. So Bitcoin, again, didn't every time I just go back about 3 or 4 minutes just to make sure everybody got the information. Bitcoin never sold the founders of Bitcoin, the creators of Bitcoin never sold Bitcoin. We never had a ICO or a coin offering for Bitcoin. We would never have a coin offering for the humanity token. Tokens will be distributed to 3 categories of people. The people who own the NFTs, the people who own humanity tokens, people who own ASL only. Once as it's distributed to them, those people have an opportunity to sell it in the market or keep it or stake it themselves. The tokens will be distributed over a 1,000-day period. So a little bit more than 3 years or a little bit less than 3 years, however you want to take it. A little bit less than 3 years, be distributed over a 1,000-day period. And as everybody get their tokens, they will have an opportunity to either sell their tokens in the marketplace. They're your tokens. You do whatever you want to with them. Sell your tokens, stake your tokens, keep your tokens, stake your tokens. Okay. We'll talk about staking the tokens on a later call, maybe a little bit on this call, but mostly on the next call. We'll talk about the staking of the tokens. But that's the only way to get tokens. Now, there's a lot of reasons that a lot of people who are not part of those three groups, people all over the world, are going to want to get tokens. And I'm going to talk about those in a second. But they have, whenever they want to get tokens, they have to buy tokens from those people. So some people are going to sell their tokens early, and other people are going to buy them and stake them and do whatever they want to. Some people are going to keep their tokens later. This is 100% up to you. We don't, it's your ball game from here. You have your tokens. You do what you want to do with them. It's all good. It doesn't hurt us or harm us. You want to buy them, you want to sell them, you want to do whatever, because there's plenty of people who want to buy it, and there's not a lot of tokens out there. Once that process starts, again, it's going to be all part of the smart contract. It won't stop until it distributes over the 1,000 days to 61 million tokens. And then from there, everybody can, again, you can build, we want to build the ecosystem from there every day along the way. Now, the big news, one of the big pieces of news, I sent it to the groups, and so you should have seen it earlier. If you haven't, I'm sure your team leaders will distribute it to you. We've officially, we've heard about it, I know plenty, but we've officially announced our relationship with the Royal Family. Royal Family officially announced their relationship with us, either way you want to look at it. We were in a local, very important Inspire magazine, which is a magazine kind of goes to all the members of the Royal Family, the high individuals here in the UAE, and also, kind of around the Middle East first. And we were in the article who our partner and the person was assigned to our company, Claudia Minto. She works for the Royal Family. Also works for Humanity Company now. And so that's read it, talks about us in there, talks about myself and Humanity and the fund that we're doing with the Royal Family. We're raising at least 3 different funds, minimum $300 million a piece. When we're raising one fund to invest in the ASL companies, raise another fund, other infrastructure projects in Africa, and raising a third fund that can kind of, find any opportunities anywhere and do anything. So we're raising at least 3 funds at Humanity, raising 3 funds at Humanity Investments. And in addition to that, we have a really big announcement that we're doing with the Royal Family, but that it's about 5 or 6 days away, but it's major. So now that we're out, now that this is out, and we want to get that out in the public before my presentations on Tuesday and Wednesday, we could talk about the future of Africa and the future of the decentralized economy, the multi-trillion-dollar decentralized economy, in which for anybody to participate, and this is why the coins are going to be so valuable, for anybody to participate, they're going to need to have these coins. For investors all over the world to participate in this and what we're building, they're going to have these coins, and the only way to get these coins is to get them from you, because you guys have them and the NFTs have them. That's it. So we know that's going to create a demand. We know once we make this announcement on Tuesday, it's going to create a demand. We know that the demand is already heavy. We're already getting from the newspaper, from the magazine article, we're already getting 20 to 20 to 30 inbound calls a day from investors around the world who want to participate. And we're telling them that the only way to participate is to buy the coin in the secondary market. So we know there's going to be a high demand and a low supply for these coins. Once the coin come out, once we make the announcement. So for us, this is the launch of then many things that we have to announce. All of these things are going, every single person, every single, and I'll just stress that every single commission, every single thing that we have committed to date, we will resolve all those things starting next week. As soon as we get this announcement out, as soon as we start coin, as soon as we stop selling this coin, we resolve everything. Every single person, every single thing will be taken care of. You have no worries about that. You're entering into this new coin at a very favorable price and position. So no matter which coin you had, whether it was ASL or you had Humanity, you're entering in here at a very high level compared to where your other coin was at. So it's going to be very, very, very exciting for you. And it should just be up from there. As we mentioned before, we're switching to the Polygon blockchain. So we're leaving Binance after this week. We're leaving Binance and we're switching to Polygon. Our reasons are that we believe that Binance is, we believe, not saying it will happen, but Binance is unstable, and also Binance is the next kind of place to be attacked by regulators. So we just want to get to something that's more stable, more conducive to long-term growth, and we feel Polygon is a better place for us to make a home for now. So we're switching to the Polygon chain, but the big thing is this: between now and Sunday night, whoever else, I know because people have been calling, can we still get in? Can we still buy tokens? Can we do that? You participate at all in the sell and the buying of a position, of buying of a opportunity to get the Humanity token. Everybody else will have to buy from somebody else. They have to buy in the secondary market at whatever that price is. And you guys determine what that price is. But the demand for that coin will be high. So this is it. This is the last opportunity for that. Everything else, you've seen, I've put out again the news about the news. We've talked about it for a long time, but we're now going live with presenting, and I'm going to present it in full detail on Tuesday, Wednesday, the relationship with the royal family. And then that will be known globally, that the Humanity and our token and everything has a relationship with the royal family here. And then from there, we'll go into the new coin and other opportunities that we have. And there are many that have come in the last month and a half that we will announce. And some of them are really, really, really big. You just can't say them now. They haven't been announced publicly, but they're massive. But I can say this: no other coin in the world has the things that we have today, period. And you'll see, including and starting with this relationship that we have, but no other coin in the world has the stuff that we have today that we got over the last couple of months. So I'm gonna stop there. The real purpose of this call was I'm gonna give it kind of the bullet points again. One, let me just deal first with the back. Every single thing that is left that it needs to be cleaned up, taken care of, whether commission or otherwise, will be done. We'll start next week. We will clean that up. We will knock those things off really quickly. But you're all accounted for. You're all in the puzzle. You're all in the pie, all taken care of. You have no worries whatsoever. Number two, ASL sales will cease on Sunday at midnight, West Coast time, USA. So Sunday midnight, West Coast time, USA, we will cease sales of ASL. You will not be able to buy ASL or the Humanity token or any of those things again, period. Number three, we're launching our new coin. And in the new, we're announcing our relationship with the royal family, and then many other relationships that we have. Since then, we're going to start announcing these Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. At the same time, we're going to put out, same time, do other things after we announce, and then get these announcements out. We're going to launch the NFT claiming process, so then Africans can start claiming their NFTs. And secondly, we're going to launch the new coin and start the process with the new coin. And the new coin will not be sold. It will only be issued to people who have the NFTs, people who hold humanity, or people who hold ASL. And from there, everybody else in the world will have to buy it from you guys. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So those are the big points. Anybody, who you want to get in, or anybody you want to get yourself in some more, this is the opportunity to do it. This is the reason we have the call, but otherwise we would just cut it off the ASL and then go ahead and start the other process. But I know people have been calling, but they didn't have any information, inquiring, but they didn't have any information. So I wanted to give this little information and give these couple of days for people to take advantage of opportunity to get more ASL, get more people into ASL. All the above, your benefit is going to be great. This is not, it's not easy to get the relationships that we have, but they are big and they're meaningful. And again, no other company in crypto has these relationships. And we're going to start announcing them one after one every week. You'll see something new come out in the press about what we're doing, how we're doing, and what we have. So with that, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to turn it back over to Jumal. We're going to have another call, as Jumal said, in a couple of days. Today is Thursday on you guys' side. So we're going to have another call. I think we have another call tomorrow night. And then one more call on the weekend, some kind of way. And then after that, we will wait for the announcement, wait for Tuesday and Wednesdays. And then we'll have another call to kind of really get updates on their next steps. So with that, I'll turn over to Jumal. Jumal, back to you. Guys, I'm super excited. This is an incredible time we're in, and right place, right time for everybody on this call, and also for us in the world in terms of what's going on in crypto. We will lead the new crypto, and this is going to be an awesome ride. So with that, I'll turn back over to Jumal.
Yeah, thanks, Marcus. Two things. Maybe point of clarification. I got some people ask me whether or not the new coin is different to ASL. And I also know that there was something that you had mentioned. I don't know if but the 3 cent credit from the ASL. I don't know if you want to go over that now. If you want to do that later on.
So yes, the new coin is different from ASL. So because we're moving to Polygon, we are pulling back in all the coins and issue new coins because we're moving from Binance to Polygon. But this coin is the final humanity coin, which is our final coin, which is representative of the ecosystem of the big play. It's the one we've been talking about, since the beginning. This is 161. So this is different than ASL. Humanity is our big coin, but we big as in BIG, not bit, but what is also our Bitcoin. But this coin will come. We'll pull back into other coins. Then there will be a new ASL token. But only people who are eligible to get this token again are people who have the NFTs in Africa, people who have humanity, or people who have ASL. And based upon how much humanity you have, based upon how much ASL you have, that will determine how much of this token you get of the new token. Okay, that's number one. Second thing was that everybody would saying that we'll really talk about this in the next phone call, but everybody is going to get a credit for ASL. You're going to get a credit that's above the price that you paid, whether you pay 1 cent or 2 cents. Everybody's going to get credited instead of 1 or 2 cents, you're gonna credit it as something that's higher than that. So it's like you're getting credited at a rate that's higher than the coin ever traded. Everybody that had HMN is gonna get credit, went up to $20, $21. You'll get credit at a very high rate. So you're not gonna get credited at $1, $2, or where you bought it at. You're gonna get credited that into the new coin at a very high rate. Everybody's gonna be extremely happy about where they come into the new coin at. Jamal?
All right, good. Well, all right, good. So I think, hey, can everybody hear me, sir? With echo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. So
I can hear you with the echo.
I'm just going to elaborate real quick if people remember, because a lot of people that are here now were not here in the beginning. So all the ASL folks right here in the beginning, who were here with humanity in the beginning, the NFTs that we were talking about. Right? If you remember, we said that there was business in a box. Inside that business in a box had a royalty, 4% royalty, which you put it on here. Now we'll get at phase 1. And then there was a coin inside that box as well. That's the coin we're talking about. So not a new coin we're launching. This is our original coin. It's sitting in the box that you guys are seeing with the conversion, but when you see the dollar or whatever, the back you see the conversion back there. That's the coin we're talking about. And if you guys also remember, we talked about it was a security issue with the ASL token. So basically, just say, for example, Marcus said, if you bought $1,000 worth of ASL, and I don't know exactly the numbers when you use the credit, but it's more than 2 cents. So imagine you bought it at 1 cent. Now you get it at 3 cents. Now you got $3,000 worth of ASL. If you bought $10,000, then you got $30,000 worth of ASL. And that credit then will be applied back to the new coin, because Mark said nobody can purchase that new coin. So you don't have to go hustle to sell a new coin or nothing like that. That's what we kept saying. Keep pushing, keep moving forward, because it's going to come to a point where all this is finished. The only way to get the coin are people that already own it that are on this call. And so the only other way that people can do anything additional right now in the next 2 days, which is getting the ASL, right? Because the ASL, we kept saying, was a doorway, a gateway into the system, and the HMNT nice entry into the system, right? And so without one of the utilities, nobody can get into the system. And the only people that can get into the system is people who actually go purchase a coin from the Binance and Binance banking, so wherever we listed, L Bank, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's to try to clarify the difference in those coins. We're not launching a new coin that is our new coin, but is the same coin we talked about day 1, which is inside those HFTs, right? And we'll cover, Mark's will cover more how that's going to be rolled out. There's going to be a lot of coin people after who want to make money to eat right now. That's going to run NFTs. Excuse me, that's going to run NFTs. Right, so hopefully that clarifies a little bit more as to where that's coming from. But as you guys, I don't know, guys probably seen as well. If you look at banking swap, you would see the pressure on an ASL token. That's because somebody was able to just kind of block that Mark was talking about before. So all these are things that have been happening behind the scenes. So that's why, again, we're pulling in all the ASL and refocusing everything on HNFTs, because that's where all the heavy duty relationships are, and that's where all of our coins have actual assets backing them up. So wherever you came in and played in the beginning, as Marcus said, if you came in at 1 cent and if you get credited 3 cent, 4 cent, then you got 4x of money already. 2 cent would be double your money if you purchase it right now, because it's still at 2 cent. By let's say Sunday midnight West Coast time, Monday morning, whatever time it actually is that the gate is actually closed, because we all in different time zones. And forgive me this morning, thank you, Dr. Traffic, for calling me. I forgot the daylight saving time. So I'm over here talking. Okay. All right. Somebody called me and tell you guys can hear me. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it was a little echo, but we can hear you. It was a little low, but we can hear you.
Yeah, walked away from the laptop and got the phone in my hand. The phone was muted. Talk through the phone. All right. Let me just try to sum it up real quick again. So basically what you're seeing right now is everything we've been talking about before. This is not a new coin, all right? It's new to some people on the phone, but it's not a new coin. Because in the beginning, we were talking about the ASL, before ASL, we were talking about HNFTs, and there was a business in the box, a kiosk. Within that kiosk, there were two pieces of other things. There was one, which was a royalty at 4% that many of us here will be earning from the kiosks that are running. And then there was another coin on the inside that we talked about. You're going to get a coin for free. So if you got 1,000, you came as an angel, you got 1,000 HNFT in the beginning. You have 1,000 HNFT kiosk. You also have 1,000 for 4% royalties, which is inside of that kiosk. And you also have 1,000 of the regular coins that we're talking about right now, these HNFT coins. So this is a coin that we're talking about all the time before that we were going to run, and then the royal family came into the picture, so all this had to be redone. So thank you, Marcus, for all the hard work and staying up late at night. I've been on the phone, what you're doing all day, all night to get all this reworked, because the royal family came in and opened up doors to a lot of relationships. And then all this time, you know, like only you guys, everyone on the phone knows, as the host, it's a host is basically something. Okay. Yeah, with all these relationships that have been going on behind, you know, you got to get legal stuff done and contracts drawn up. So we've been hearing, but the rest of the world doesn't know about these relationships until now, is what Marcus is saying, that they're about to announce them globally. But you can't just walk in and say, hey, with the royal family, even when they say yes, you got to get all the paperwork done, the legal work done, the contracts done, all that has to be put in place before you can actually announce it. And that name itself carries so much weight, and you'll see how much weight it carries. But the truth is, as a result, our token, the same token we were talking about in the beginning that we're releasing now, that token in of itself has real value because there's real assets up underneath it. Marcus will go into those in the next couple of days. So I was mentioning that if people came in ASL at 1 cent, right now, after Sunday, the ASL token will be valued at, let's say, 3 cents. If you spend $1,000 here at ASL, now you got $3,000 worth of token come Monday. Okay. If you buy it today at 2 cents, say the credit is at 3 cents. I don't know what the actual number is going to be, but if it's at 3 cents, and you spend $1,000, now you get $1,500 worth of ASL. If it's $10,000, you got is $15,000 worth of ASL, and so on and so forth, right? Now that is going to be credited back to this original token. Why? Because that token is going to have all the juice in the world, because you got the royal family and a lot of big things behind that token. Plus, that token is also tied to each of our NFTs. So people who own NFTs, those tokens will be in your NFT, so you'll be able to have your tokens themselves, right? So I wanted to clarify the difference, because people were messaging me saying, hey, you know, are we doing another token? And I just want to say, we're not doing another token. This is the token that we talked about the whole time. This is the token that is part of the NFTs, and the NFTs are the basis for everything. In order for ASL to run, it has to go through NFT. And so everyone, the whole world is going to be focused on this token, and we want everyone here to be able to benefit from seeing a token that you bought in the beginning, seeing that skyrocket, and it will skyrocket. But there's a real clear plan. We just, because of the little security breach that we had in the beginning, if you see that on Pancake Swap, it was driving our token price down. Somebody figure out some way to do some kind of contract to do it. That's why we're not announcing every single step of the way, you know, before we get there. But once this little piece, as Marcus said, is finished up and locked in, then everything will be, the groundwork will be done, and we'll be able to start talking more freely about things. But that's why we thank everyone for being so patient. I know for some people that sometimes it's like, what's going on? But I think everyone who's been in this industry, if a company goes quiet, you never hear them talk again. Like they go quiet and then they go quiet and then that's it. Your wallets disappear and all this other kind of stuff. But this is the reason why we never had anybody's wallets, held anybody's money. Everything was on MetaMask. So you can go pull your funds off and do whatever you wanted to do with it, right? It was just that in the beginning, we're given a lot of information, and one or two people took the information and figured out a way to, to try to game the system, right? So that's why we had to go quiet for a little bit. But I think that should clarify. Yeah, ASL, somebody's saying is ASL still at 2 cents. Yeah, ASL is still at 2 cents, but more importantly, it's not even the 2 cents that's the most important part. The most important part is that after Sunday you can't get it anymore. It's gone, it's done, you can't get it anymore. Which really is preparation for what's happening next, because understand if you got a limited amount of ASL, and then as soon as all these nodes are out and relationship is out, and then we re-announce ASL, all the people that are purchasing right now, all those people that are purchasing and the humanity token, and in fact, which is really how Mark set it up, like Bitcoin, we wanted to make sure everything was the safest, the smartest for regulation to everything else, but nobody is going to be able to sell these tokens, right? So the company isn't selling the token. So that means the only tokens that are going to be available is what you have in your wallets, which means that the rest of the world that wants these is going to have to come to you. Hence also cutting off the ASL token sales, which really puts a limit on how many tokens are in the market. And as a result, that's going to skyrocket the ASL as well too, right? So hopefully that was, I'll learn how to repeat myself. Hopefully that was able to clarify a little bit more. If that was helpful, just let me know if that was helpful. Oh, I gotta let everyone know. All right. Was that more helpful? Was that people able to understand that a little more clearly?
Yeah,
Yep,
and again,
yep.
I just want to clarify one thing as well. That yes, there I just want to say one more time what Jumal said, which is that there is a new token, but that doesn't mean Tuesday.
Maybe you got another call, guys. Just give me a second.
After Tuesday, we're going to build the company. So now you're part of us building. You're part of building the company, and you'll see the building of the company.
And Marcus, you faded out for a second. You faded out for a second. You may have to go back to when you said one more thing you want to clarify, because you faded out.
I would just say one more thing I want to clarify, which is that come Tuesday, yes, as we launch this token, we're not coming back to you say, okay, now we got a new commission program. We want to sell this token, because we're launching the program. So we won't be coming back saying, that Tuesday, hey, here go this commission program, sell this token, et cetera, et cetera. This is now we're going to be building the company. So think of Bitcoin. We're going to be building the ecosystem and building the company. You guys are going to be part of that. You can be as much part as you want to. It's unlimited opportunities. You're in the driver's seat because you're here first. You're part of the founding crew, the founding team, the founding members, the founding group, the people who made this, got us to get this spot. So it's a different thing, right? I know we all gathered here to buy tokens and you get commissions, but now you're gonna have 1,000 ways to make money. You'll see, you have 1,000 ways to make money. So you pick what you want to do, but I just want to clarify that this is, because as when Jamal opened, he said, somebody say, okay, we got another token. It's not another token that we're going to be selling like we sold these tokens. It's going to be a token that represents the economic opportunity of what we're building in Africa. and beyond. So just wanted to clarify that.
Thank you, Marcus. I think everyone should kind of give a quick thank you to Marcus, because I know, again, a lot of us are used to network marketing companies where things go real fast and then they blow up, right? But that's what we'll get used to. But to put together a deal, just realize this. For those of you like, I see you unmute yourself, Miss Malika, but for those of you like Miss Malika and okay, yeah. For everyone that's been here from day one, I mean, like Malika, I know Craft who came in and stuff like that. Everyone who's been here, Mary who's been here from day one, right? We've only really been working on this since July. I mean, Mark's been but a lot of footwork in before that. But I'm talking about us coming together and starting to put this together only since about July, August last year. So we're not even at a year yet. Relationships with the royal family. People wait their whole lives for that. Okay, less than in about 6 months, 7 months, we got a relationship with the royal family, relationship all over. We got coins set up. I mean, there's a lot that goes in the background. So I know some people are like, how can we haven't have this yet? Or how can we have? Because when you're putting together $1 billion company with $1 billion relationships and presidents and this and whoever else, to get so much done in such a short period of time, I mean, it is amazing. So thank you, Marcus, for pulling all that together and making it happen. Even though everyone didn't know what was going on at some point. Right now, going forward, whichever company have you ever been in has told you, hey, you from now on you don't have to sell anything anymore. No need to sell anything. Okay, so like I kept saying, that they're not after your money. So this is what we've been waiting for. You're gonna see it all happening and unfolding over the next couple of days. So thank you guys so much for being with us. But do grab the rest of your ASL coins, because just like everyone on this line, there's a lot of people on this line and we're like, hey, is there any way we can still get any of those HNFTs? Remember, there was a point where we were like, yeah, get the NFTs, and people were dragging their feet on them. But they literally won't be another way after this door closes. There won't be another way to get more ASL. There won't be another way to get anything else. Okay, so you got a couple of days to get whatever else you can get, whatever last bit of ASL you can get, stuff like that. Grab it, lock it up, and hold on to it for your dear life. Okay, because the truth is that if you really understand what's happening, I know some people are like, well, let me just sell a little bit of token and try to get back some of the money. Up to you, whatever you want to do. All right, but I'm not selling nothing because I know I ain't selling nothing at this point in time because I see what's going on behind the scenes. Unfortunately, we can't announce everything, and so again, thank you so much for your patience. And it's going to require a little more patience going forward as well too. It's just reality of how things happen, and if anyone's watched the story of Apple being built or any big company, you always got to pivot, readjust, right? But there's no stopping. We're moving forward all together, and together we're gonna win as one. All right. So Marcus, I know you probably got to get going. So I can't answer too many more questions because I know just as much as a lot of you do, maybe a little bit more. But let me see, Marcus, you want to add anything else, or you got to hop?
No, I think that's it for now. Again, we'll jump on again tomorrow. The one thing again is to everybody, whether it's you or your people, the only thing I can tell you is get as much as you can get because I built this. I built it. I'm the architect of it, so I'll stand by it. This is once in a lifetime opportunity, and nobody will be able to get. And when they go to start buying in the market, and you just you want to have it. That's all. That's it. So everybody, I appreciate you greatly, 100%. We're working hard over here. There's a lot of people.
Marcus, my mind is blown, but I just have one question. Are you going to discuss the staking tomorrow?
Yes, I'll talk about the staking tomorrow. We'll talk about the conversions and staking and stuff like that. We'll talk about that on tomorrow's call to get that out so people understand that before that comes. But just
thank you for changing our lives. Thank you.
Whatever you get, you're gonna be happy. You'll see. Whatever you get, you're gonna be
Yeah.
happy. You'll see. So, all right.
I'm happy
We're
now.
gonna go. I know you are, and you definitely gonna be more so. All right, guys. But on top of that, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody for having the patience. We are doing great work. We're changing lives in Africa. We're doing great work. This is real work. We're doing great work. So I'm proud of that most of all. So, all right, we're gonna jump. We'll be on the call tomorrow. Anybody, get with your leaders. You know how to do it. We did it before. Did it 2 times before. If you want to get something done, you want to do something, you don't know how to do it. You got BNB. You just go on ASL and go on the app and buy your tokens. Do your thing. If you need some help, get with your leaders. Your leaders get with Jamal. We know how to do this for the next 3 or 4 days. Anything you want to do, let's let your leaders know. And then we'll close this out on Sunday night, and then we'll go to the next step.